thinking, she invaded our home.
She's gonna wish she was never born.
New Beyond the Gates, CBS weekdays.
Nice and mild for tonight across the Upper Peninsula. Could see some showers come in toward daybreak. But the rest of the weekend forecast coming up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the U.S. Senate votes to pass a bill that will keep the government funded. Plus, we have more details on legislation from Michigan Republicans that's meant to improve roads across the state. And we hear more from a local deer farmer on how he keeps his herd healthy as chronic wasting disease is spotted downstate. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Weather looks like we'll have a fairly tranquil start. The late night rain showers should be out, but there is a chance of showers midday and into the afternoon. Temperatures you can see on the warm side staying steady really in the lower 50s, and then mostly cloudy for the evening. And most of you will see at least some shower activity, maybe even an early rumble of some thunder. Forecast into Sunday is coming up later in the show. Kevin?
Tom, thank you very much. The Senate voted to avoid a partial government shutdown by passing a bill that funds federal agencies until September. But as Erica Brown reports from Capitol Hill, the decision divided Democrats.
The yeas are 54, the nays are 46. The bill is passed.
The Senate passed a 6-month spending bill, averting a partial government shutdown just hours before the midnight deadline. Senate Democrats were faced with the difficult decision to either vote to advance the Republican spending bill that pushes President Trump's agenda or risk a shutdown. Thursday, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer reversed course, announcing his support for the temporary spending bill known as a continuing resolution.
The CR is a bad bill, but as bad as the CR is, I believe allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option.
The bill now heads to President Trump's desk to be signed into law.
And I appreciate Senator Schumer, and I think he did the right thing. Really, I'm very impressed by that.
Some Democrats have sharply criticized support for the bill and pressured Democratic senators to vote against the measure.
This bill is to establish a slush fund for Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and it sets the stage for cutting Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security.
Congress has been unable to pass annual appropriations bills. Instead, lawmakers have been relying on short-term extensions like this one.
We're voting on yet another continuing resolution today because last year's Democrat majority pushed off full-year appropriations again and again.
The measure increases defense spending by $6 billion and cuts non-defense spending by about $13 billion.
A SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket is on its way to the International Space Station to bring home 2 NASA astronauts. The rocket launched from Florida's Kennedy Space Center just after 7 p.m. NASA says SpaceX fixed a mechanical problem that forced them to scrub the first launch attempt on Wednesday. The 4 astronauts on board are expected to dock with the ISS Saturday night. If all goes as planned, the rocket will return to Earth with astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams, who have been at the ISS for 9 months. They were supposed to be there for 8 days, but their Boeing Starliner spacecraft developed problems and flew home without them.
You know, the way the narrative has kind of become they're stranded in space, they've been abandoned in space. That's simply not true. They've never been stranded. They've always had a vehicle to come home in if they had to. The problem for NASA was they had to try to figure out a way to get Butch and Sonny Williams back to the ground without disrupting the space station schedule.
Wilmore, Williams, and 2 other crewmates are planning to return to Earth no earlier than this coming Wednesday. In Lansing, lawmakers are working on building a long-term plan to keep money flowing for transportation infrastructure. With 2 years left to keep her promise, Governor Whitmer is pushing to make a deal that will continue to fix the roads. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more about a Republican proposal in the House of Representatives.
Governor Whitmer rolled out her long-term road funding plan in February. House Republicans were quick to act, turning the governor's proposal into bills, but removing certain tax hikes.
All existing revenue. We're not asking Michigan taxpayers for any more money. We're just prioritizing our spending and really trying to meet that need, which is poor infrastructure.
The bills were introduced earlier this month and have already seen one committee hearing. It's a $3.1 billion plan that redirects existing funding to the Michigan Transportation Fund. As it is, Republicans want to use $2.2 billion from the corporate income tax.
And that's going to eliminate some of the corporate earmarks, the corporate handouts, things like that.
Republicans hope to generate the other $900 million by eliminating the sales tax on fuel and replacing it with an equal increase in the gas tax.
Drivers won't feel any more hit at the pump, but we want to make sure that we're directing that tax revenue to the roads.
It's $1.1 billion less than the governor's proposal, which included raising corporate and marijuana taxes. With state revenues up, the chair of the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, Representative Pat Outman, says that it's important to them to pass a plan that doesn't take any more money from Michiganders.
Governor Whitmer has 2 years left to fulfill that initial campaign promise of fixing the darn roads, and I want to partner with her and make that a reality and get that deal done.
Outman says they plan to hold a few more hearings on the bills before passing them back to the House of Representatives for a vote. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
For over 60 years, chronic wasting disease has been affecting deer farms throughout the country with little to no solution. A deer farm in the Upper Peninsula has recently been at the helm of discovering a way to locate and resist the disease in their herd. Our Andrew Hans has more.
Last week, a case of chronic wasting disease was discovered on a deer farm in Osceola County. CWD is a progressive and fatal neurological disease that affects different cervid species, including white-tailed deer, elk, and moose. The disease can be transmitted directly from one animal to another or indirectly through contaminated environments, with some cases going undetected for years. When a single case of CWD has been discovered on a deer farm, with speculation that it's been spread, the entire herd must be terminated, shutting down a farm overnight.
When you're a deer farmer, it's an important disease because you get it, you're done. And so we want to do what we can to breed it out of the deer herd.
Wide and High Whitetails is a deer farm in Dickinson County. Owner Dan Harrington and his family have been raising large deer for the last 9 years. They discovered that CWD prions in soil coming from remains of infected animals, such as in saliva, urine, or feces, can be greatly reduced by using humic acids in their fertilizers.
The prion supposedly that infects the deer, gets in the soil, and is indestructible. Well, actually, my son Daniel and I did the first study that located prions in the soil, and we use humic acid to degrade those prions. So now that isn't even a fact anymore.
A large addition to this process is their ability to breed their deer to become genetically resistant to CWD. Dan hopes to become the first deer farm in the country to successfully raise a full deer herd completely resistant of the disease, with the goal of eventually sending them into the wild to spread these genetics with other deer in the area.
Some of the states are adopting the fact that, hey, we got to start relocating some of these resistant deer into the wild and get those genetics out there.
He says that after speaking with Michigan representatives, the state plans to introduce a bill to legalize these releases in the near future. In Channing, Andrew Hans, WZMQ 19 News.
Tonight, Radio Results Network kicked off its 4th annual Sport and Rec Show in Escanaba. The Ruth Butler building at the UP State Fairgrounds is filled with bikes, campers, side-by-sides, boats, and other outdoor sports gear. The show also features small products like fishing lures and food, and as well as food vendors. RRN says the event is an opportunity to help businesses and outdoor enthusiasts transition into springtime.
Honestly, the people make the event so awesome every year. It's nice to see and feel the energy of people. You know, we've all been kind of cooped up a lot of the winter. It hasn't been too snowy, so people can't really get out too much. So it's nice to see that excitement and see all the new toys come out.
The show continues Saturday from 10 to 6 and Sunday from 10 to 3. Admission is $2 per person, and kids 12 and younger get in for free. The West End Youth Center is holding a rummage sale to raise money for their new project. The sale will be Saturday in the Gossard Building's second floor event space from 9 to 5. Money raised from the sale will go towards building a new youth complex. They're also partnering with 4-H and the Boys and Girls Club of America for the new complex to provide a 4-H farm, study programs, tutoring, and more.
Also be a place where they can come and eat after school, and they'll also have a chance to have some fun and make some new friends, and eventually get to adopt an animal at the 4-H farm and play in the fun zone and a lot more.
Chapman also says they hope the new complex will serve kids from all of Marquette County and not just the West End. This weekend, the Friends of Peter White Public Library are hosting their used book and media sale. It takes place in the community room of the library and continues tomorrow from 9:30 to 4. These semi-annual sales help support library programs and book collections. The library's development director says the funding has a major impact on what they can offer.
The library raises about $60,000 a year, and that money comes back to the library to support the book collection. We buy a lot of books with Friends money. Almost all of our summer reading program is sponsored by the Friends of the Library. The Friends are invaluable to our community.
All purchases tomorrow will be half off until 1:30 with a $5 bag sale starting at $145. We have your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, we check out the first ever gala for Spread Goodness Day. And we'll see how NMU students celebrated the holiday as well. We're back in 2 minutes.
Complete your home updates with an 11% rebate at Menards. Clearview Cabinetry offers features like soft closed doors and drawers and cabinet accessories to match your unique style. Get these sage green Homestead kitchen cabinets for $3069.99 after rebate. You need reliable appliances to help you conquer the day. Check out our top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Save over $800 on this front load laundry pair after sale price and 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're our...
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics.
What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here. Door tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Checking out the headlines for Marquette, Upper Peninsula. Nice and mild tonight. We're probably not going to drop much below 50, and that trend will continue through Saturday. It looks like we'll have some showery periods here, along with a fairly good breeze. Don't be surprised if you hear rumble of thunder as well, but nothing severe. As we head towards Sunday, colder conditions. Looks drier too. We thought maybe some light accumulations of snow. Now I'm not seeing much more than maybe a coating here and there. Strong southerly winds for tonight into Saturday. That is what's going to boost our temperatures well into the 50s, and gusts could hit 25 to 30 miles an hour. And then as we head on towards Sunday, you can see winds start to shift more toward the northwest. That'll bring some sharply colder air into the weekend, into Sunday, but just a few flakes are expected here. So for later tonight into Saturday morning, see some showers start to come in. Don't be surprised from Escanaba toward the east that we may see some showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder as well. And then after a little morning sun, clouds come back in midday. Showers will be around, particularly in the western half of the Upper Peninsula, and could hit the region from Marquette as well. Smaller chances of afternoon rain for those of you that live farther toward the east, towards Sault Ste. Marie and Mackinac City. After that, for Sunday, notice the clouds start to shift more, moving toward the southeast. That means the wind shifting to the northwest, as we saw on the wind map. Clouds could be tough in the morning. We're hopeful that they'll break up a bit during the afternoon with just a few isolated snow showers here and there. So temperatures into the evening dropping into the low 40s as we head on into Sunday. Temperatures actually, for Saturday, we'll probably get into the 50s and drop into the 40s after sunset. And 22 seems kind of cold here on the models here, but I think we may have a tough time getting out of the 20s during the day on Sunday. So as for the lows tonight, dropping close to 50 here. Those showers coming in later on tonight, and the high temperatures for tomorrow will be getting into the low 50s and then falling into the 40s soon afterwards once that front moves on by. That'll lead to some cold air on Sunday. Partly cloudy, a few flakes of snow here and there, mainly east of Marquette if it does happen. If you're feeling lucky, well, St. Patrick's Day could be your lucky day. Weather not too bad here. Then temperatures start to cool off here. And just in time, first day of spring, looking winter-like. Chance of some snow showers. And we may get a light accumulation as well. And we'll keep things chilly into Friday.
Tom, thank you. This is home. Today, the UP celebrated another Spread Goodness Day. Our own John Truitt was in attendance for the first ever gala to mark the occasion. How was it, John?
Kevin, you could feel the positivity all night at the Marquette Regional History Center. I spoke to the founder of Spread Goodness Day, Anna, and what tonight means for the community, she explains.
Right before a stroke in 2017, Anna Draveland founded Spread Goodness Day, a day to do just that, spread goodness and change the world in just one day. Her belief in the inherent goodness inside all of us is a testament to her faith, courage, and never giving up.
It's a day to celebrate goodness and to empower us to know that we can change the world every single day with every single choice we make. And by celebrating together on one day, we show the absolute impact when we do it together. Like, there is impact, and people feel it and they see it.
Spread Goodness Day has been around since 2017, and this year was the first Spread Goodness Gala at the Marquette Regional History Center. The main event tonight was the Pie in Your Face auction, where local business people bid on the right to smash a pie in someone's face. All the proceeds from this will go towards 6 Feet Under, a charity that helps families affected by suicide.
Raising money with a pie smash. So we're going to talk about something really serious and really important, and we're going to be silly and throw pie at it.
Kevin, Anna is still recovering from her medical issues, but she says spreading goodness helps her heal. Back to you, Kevin.
John, thank you very much. And today, for both Pie Day and Spread Goodness Day, students at NMU got together to celebrate and raise money for charity. Earlier this evening, the NMU Residence Halls hosted a Pie in Your RA in the Face event in front of Maple Hall. Students paid $1 or more before slamming a pie in the resident advisor's face. The event has been an annual tradition for a few years, gaining more popularity each time.
We hype it up a lot, get everyone involved. This year we have a lot of other halls participating as well. A lot more RAs of Northern in general are getting pied by their residents, and it's just a great way to get more people in on giving back.
The money raised this evening is going to a charity chosen by the RA who is pied the most. Mike Ludlam has your sports highlights after the break. He takes us back to the Breslin Center in East Lansing, where another UP basketball team competes for a state title. We'll be right back.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Imagine the hidden gems you'll find. Sweet.
Ribs, please.
Imagine all the dust you'll kick up.
Yeah. Easy.
Imagine the memories you'll make.
Yeah.
And some you'd like to forget.
Save on the best-selling Tacoma and lease this well-equipped 25 Tacoma TRD Sport for $369 a month.
Or you can get 4.99 APR financing on Tacoma.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Instant games from the Michigan Lottery. With dozens of games to choose from and millions of dollars in prizes, it's instant fun for everyone. Play $6 million Wealth with 40 second chance prizes of 50 grand.
How much longer? Relax. I can't. This online betting thing is getting out of control. Come on, we're having fun. But we need to pay rent, buy books, groceries. Blah, blah, blah. They're called priorities for a reason. We'll get to those things. Maybe. This isn't gonna end well.
Don't regret the bet. For tips that will help you play it smart, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan. The UP loves to be outdoors. Running, fishing, hiking, biking. If it's happening outside, you want to be a part of it. And this little baby is what you need to be ready. It's local and 100% free, 24/7. WZMQ 19's news app can show you the best times to be out, what to wear, how to stay safe, whether to bring along the kids. It's your problem-solving power tool. The WZMQ 19 app, now playing on a phone near you.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. The Kingsford Flivers brought a 22-3 record into their Division II boys basketball semifinal. The Maize and Blue faced a team that was in the semifinals 2 years ago, Romulus Summit Academy North. Pick up the action in the first quarter, down 4-0. Gavin Trevelyan to Morgan Slike. Misses, but gets the rebound and the putback. Kingsford trails 4-2. Slike had 11 points. But the Dragons expand their lead. Amir Perryman to Marquand White for 3. And Romulus Summit had a 16-6 cushion after 8 minutes. To the second quarter. Jack Kriegel heads down the lane and finds Jet Buckley open in the corner. That 3-ball is good. And that forced the Dragons to call a timeout. The director gets a little lost here for just a second and then finds Gavin Grondin in the far corner for 3. Kingsford climbs within 21-16 and 8-0 run. But Romulus Summit scored the last 9 points of the half. Off a turnover, Amir Berryman to O'Duck. Chase Hauser for the slam. Hauser led everyone with 21 points and 10 rebounds, 30-16 Dragons at the half. Kingsford coach Ben Olson trying to figure out the referees. And now he goes back to work. Jack Kriegel looks like he's in trouble, and actually he was, but he gets a break here, grabs the basketball, and it's a 2-0 break for the layup. He had 8, but the Dragons still had the upper hand, 42-25 going into the fourth. Final 8 minutes started nicely. Grondin with the hoop and converted the free throw. Kingsford was in 14. He had a dozen, but Romulus Summit kept the double-digit lead. Gage Sorensen turned an air ball into an old-fashioned three-point play when the subs entered the game the last minute 20. The Dragons advanced to the final with a 52-40 win over Kingsford. It's very difficult when you fall behind by double digits in the first quarter.
Pressure got to us, I think, a little bit early and throughout the course of the game, and we just weren't able to climb out of that hole. We talked about how important it was starting quick and getting a lead so we could play this game under our terms, but obviously that didn't work out the way that we wanted it to work out, and the game was kind of played under their terms.
I think one thing runs with all the UP schools, and we play our butts off every single day, every single practice. We work harder than everybody else, and it's really special to see them down here. Although none of us got the job done, I think we're all happy with how the season went, and I hope a lot more UP teams get back in the future.
Well said, Gavin. The Flivers end the year 22-4. Romulus Summit will meet Warren Lincoln in tomorrow's final. Warren slid by Grand Rapids Catholic Central 43-39. Michigan Tech won the first 2 games against NMU in men's basketball this season, but the Wildcats took the third meeting and won the GLIAC postseason tournament. Round 4 is tomorrow at the NCAA Midwest Regional in Springfield, Illinois. Tech head coach Josh Bittner talks about what went wrong last Saturday. NMU's Matt Makerzak talks about containing the Division II Region Player of the Year, and that would be Marcus Tomaszek.
They found a couple places to attack, and they kept
hitting it home, and our guys didn't adjust. You got to hope things happen for a reason. I don't ever want to say a loss is good, but I mean, we had won 8 in a row. We've had a lot of success, and it'll be an easier answer Saturday afternoon to tell you that. If we win Saturday, then I'll be much more okay with this loss and say, yes, we needed that loss to regroup us if we play well.
The first time we tried to beat them up a little bit and grab them and hold them, and the last 2 times we tried to not do that, and we still gave them 19 free throws. So it was kind of like the worst of both worlds. So we got to fix that. Obviously, he's not going to go over 11 again. We know that. But if we can keep him from getting to the paint and make him shoot some threes, I'm okay with that.
Tip-off tomorrow is 1 o'clock Eastern from Springfield, Illinois. That game will be followed by Lincoln, Missouri against the 2nd seed, Lake Superior State. The NMU women's basketball team returns to postseason play as the 3rd seed in the Midwest region. The Wildcats met 6th-seeded Hillsdale in a first-round game at Grand Valley State. We will pick up the action in quarter number 3. NMU up 6, and Sarah Newcomer is going to hit a triple from the corner that put the Wildcats in front 40-27 after a 9-2 run. Then J.C. Weisbrod looked at her defender, stared her down, and put that three-pointer in her eye. 43-27, Weisbrod had 12. However, things were changing at that end of the third. Mackenzie Holsworth to Abby Fraser, and Holsworth gets the three-point play. She had 13. Wildcats ahead 46-34 to the 4th. Negauni's Alyssa Hill with the hoop in the harm. She made a free throw and had a double-double of 11 points and 10 rebounds. But the Chargers were not done. Hillsdale made its first 15 points of the game on three-pointers, and here Kendall McCormick buries the 6th triple as the Chargers get close at 56-53 with just over a minute remaining. The Wildcats made 3 free throws, but Hillsdale forced a jump ball. Then with 10 seconds left, oh my goodness gracious, Lauren McDonald put one in off the window. She had 16 points and 9 rebounds. Fortunately, Mackenzie Holsworth did hit a couple of free throws, and NMU held on for the 61-56 victory. Now, if we can take a look at the other scores, NMU will take on Ashland tomorrow. The Eagles defeated Ferris State 62-50. On the other side of the bracket, Grand Valley State with a $108 over Quincy 72. Escanaba grad Nicole Kameen had 15 points and 7 rebounds for the Lakers. And Wayne State turned back Lewis by the count of 77-57. Big Ten men's tournament, Oregon, Michigan State. And a steal by Jaden Akins in the first half. He's going to slam that one down. He had 12, Spartans up 5 at this point. Then Michigan State leading 40-32. Spartans build a double-digit lead now as Carson Cooper found a way to put that one in, 42-32. But Oregon starts coming back. That's Keyshawn Bartholomew with the hoop. 44-43, the lead went down to 1, and then the Spartans scare all their fans half to death again. Frankie Fiddler with a 3. That was a 9-0 run. Hey, Spartans back up 10 at 53-43. Cohen Carr's going to get a dunk. Jace Richardson had 17 points. Spartans won 74-64. Michigan State will face Wisconsin tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. The Badgers beat UCLA 86-70. They made 19 three-pointers. Maryland and Michigan will be on the other half of that game. And yeah, come back to me. Good idea. Michigan beat Purdue 86-68. It's all on WZMQ tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We'll be right back.
Shunk's big winter sale on mattresses. Get a queen mattress, your choice, firm or plush, just $3.99.
Yes, we're on thin ice. And everything is going up in smoke. Still, some are adding fuel to the fire. While the rest of us see the troubled waters rising. Our planet is under the weather. But when the going gets tough, the tough get, well, you know. Because in the heat of this moment, we're not about to lose our cool. Love it lose it.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
The Window Store Home Improvement Center is your clear choice for quality products and expert installation. We have a thorough and seamless process, start to finish. From the moment you meet our friendly staff, you'll be amazed by their attention to detail. Our team of experienced professionals take pride in their work, and with our 2-year warranty on all installations, you'll have peace of mind knowing your investment is protected. Plus, we service the entire Upper Peninsula. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Checking things out for Futurecast. A little bit of shower activity will be coming in late tonight, just and into the daybreak hours. Don't be surprised, as I mentioned earlier, you might hear a rumble of thunder. A little sun early in the morning, but by late morning, the clouds come back in, mainly west of Munising, out toward Marquette, and some another round of showers off toward the west, and more rounds coming into the Marquette area through the afternoons. Have the umbrella handy and hold on to it. Could be a bit breezy. Colder air comes in on Sunday, and that could lead to maybe a few light snow showers. Nothing big time here. High temperatures tomorrow, low 50s with those batches of rainfall. Upper 20s on Sunday, maybe near 30, perhaps a few flakes. Looking decent for St. Patrick's Day. Turn a little cooler on Tuesday, and we'll end winter on winter-like note. We'll start spring with a little winter as well. Could be some light accumulations of snow for Wednesday into Thursday. Kevin?
Tom, thank you. And finally tonight, it's a sure sign of warmer days when businesses selling cold treats reopen their doors. And in Escanaba, Jim's Dairy Cream opened on Monday to an enthusiastic crowd, selling out much of the menu by the end of the day. Business has continued to be strong throughout the rest of the week as the shop enters its 67th season. The owner says the community support is just as important to Jim's success as the ice cream they've come to know and love.
Everything's word of mouth. Families stop in, travelers stop in year to year. Yearly visitors come see family. You know, we have to stop every time. A lot of the cones on the walls, people point out, this was when I was 10 years old, or this was your father when he was 9. Kind of a nice pass on to generations, the treats that we have here.
Jim's customers can expect the same classic menu, plus the return of favorites like frozen lemonade and big wheel cookie sandwiches. That's all we have for now, everyone. We'll see you Monday.
Optimize your home with Maytag and Whirlpool appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Maytag and Whirlpool offer best-in-class warranties on durable, state-of-the-art appliances, perfect for your laundry room or kitchen. Available in stock or online, plus free delivery and 0% financing.